Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls. This is QuadKiter, and where we left off was we had apparently a glitch happened on the Man-Eater boss. I went and looked at the wiki for Demon Souls online, and it's a common problem that if you use the Thief's Ring, for some reason if he's casting a buff in midair, that he has two spells he's using. One is the soul, like the homing arrow, and the other is like a power boost. And if he does that one in midair, he can just fly off the world, and you have to start the fight over. So the more you know. But now that we're back here in the Nexus, there is something that needs to be taken care of. If you go up on this stairwell now, suddenly there's a body with a soul on it. And that was not there before. You go up even further, and you see off in the distance, there's another body with a soul on it. Well, turns out that Yurt the Silent Chief, the guy that I let out in the last level, he appears in the Nexus, and if you don't take him out rather quickly, he'll actually start killing the other NPCs in the Nexus. Because when he says that he's here for the demons, he means the people that are here seeking out the power of the demon souls. So ultimately that will also mean you as well. So it's better to just go ahead and take him out.
I am indebted to you
before he has the chance to do any major harm.
Without it, I would not have made it back to the Nexus.
Your game.
Now I can go on with my work. And for that, I must thank you.
Alright, well.
What is it? I have no business with you. Not yet. Do not be concerned. Life is hardly as precious as one might think.
Oh, well, maybe not your life. My life's pretty precious to me. So, here we go.
Well, what have we here? Do you wish to die so soon? Why you? Mephistopheles was right about you.
Mephistopheles? What? He hasn't put that up that much of a fight, so he does drop his gloom armor gear. And that looks pretty cool. It's the same gear that he wears. So you can be a Yurt the Silent Chief clone. Heavy stuff. 35.6 equip out of 48. But a lot of people enjoy using this armor just for the look, so now that that's out of the way, we can continue on with the game and not worry about the NPCs getting killed in the Nexus, because those deaths are permanent. And so good idea to take him out on the first trip back to the Nexus. I turned my game off after the last video, and I was a little bit concerned that he would begin killing NPCs every time you enter the Nexus, but I think it might be only after you either enter other worlds or defeat more bosses. So go ahead and just deposit these items that I've accumulated, and we'll get going. Alright. Keep the gold mask on us for now. I should probably get rid of some of these copies of rings that I have, and rings I'm not going to use. Ring of Sincere Prayer raises miracle power and casting time. Not really any practical use for it, so I don't even think it affects regeneration. Magical dullness and sharpness, I'll keep those. I'll put both ring of gash resistance in the stash, and then your regenerator rings. There's no point in having two because they won't stack. So let me put my Thief's Ring back on. And we're good to go. to level up from the maiden real fast.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Let's keep going with faith.
Art thou the
It'll keep enhancing our damage, just not as much as if it were lower.
thou soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Alright.
Art thou the main
So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go ahead and finish off World 3. Because since it's the third boss of a world, it's essentially just the boss fight. There'll be a few enemies on the way to him, but nothing that takes too much time. This level you can actually do online, and it has a unique characteristic that if people are playing in ghost form and they put up an invasion stone or an ally stone, they can be summoned by the boss to attack you, rather than, because right now by playing offline, just a regular NPC is going to be the boss. But you can, and I have done it before, attack people that are trying to come up and kill the boss, because then you are the boss, and there's a special item you get for doing that, but it's mainly for caster builds, and it looks pretty ridiculous. So I'm not too into ruining other people's days, although they should be aware that, you know, if you're playing in body form online, you have the potential to be invaded. So this is the old monk. I think he was like the husband of the Queen of Latria, and this golden robe that he got ended up corrupting him, and I'm not too familiar with the lore behind that, but he just looks crazy. And that head wrap is the actual graphic for the helm that you get for serving him. Ugh. And that is the boss Foggate door. So, oop. Oh, I did the wrong attack animation. I almost got spit on by more of these centipedes. Face, scorpion, centipede, caterpillar guys. I'm really just grateful that I can take them out in one hit. This reminds me of the stairwell from, oh snap, more see through the octopus tentacle guys. I'm being a little bit more cautious with these guys because they do a little bit more damage. Oh, I don't think he sees me. That is the power of the thief string. But what I was saying was these stairwells remind me of the long passageway up to the final boss in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It's not like they have a patent on spiral staircases. So, it's a vague similarity. Now if you see in the background up there, there's actually a crystal gecko. Nope, I missed him. It's not that big a deal. You can kind of, if they're still, they do like a little nya like jokes on you face if you let them get away. But for a couple of seconds, you can still tag them before they go completely invisible. Usually, what I would do if I'm really intent on getting the moonstone for a magic build. Oh wow, that guy. So now you can see what that looks like when you roll back successfully. But like I was saying, you can tag these guys and then kite them back before you get within range. And plus, if you're using magic, you can use the cloak spell and get increased an increased amount of stealth, and that'll prevent them from being able to detect you before you can kill them. It's just the only reason it's hard is because that last see-through octopus guy is hanging out there. So here we have a black phantom NPC, and he is using 2 claw weapons. Fairly straightforward fight as an NPC. Once again, if you're playing in body form online, you should just be careful that you can have PKs that are totally stacked, waiting just to kill you in one hit. I've never had that happen to me, but it's possible. Oh, and you can backstab him, that's good. Yeah, the real reason for this fight isn't so much that boss, but the whole online thing. Touch the Archstone, get a yellow demon soul. Old monk is gone, and that wraps up World 3. So World 3 and World 5 are down, and we still have to wrap up 2 and 4, and then we'll head back to 1. I'm not sure it will be in that order, but it'll be something similar. I'm not sure all the miracles I've unlocked with Saint Urbane now. Let me double check.
Do you have further?
Because all these boss demon souls, you can start getting more and more spells. Yeah, see, there's like Resurrection and Banish. Those are just for online abilities.
Yes, but you must remember this.
Blah blah blah. I'm gonna just level up here real fast. Again, once we get to 36, I think I'm gonna start using another stat.
Then soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
Yep, 36. Miracle capacity has increased. Well, that's pretty good. Even though the only one I have that I've been actively using is regeneration. So, well, we are now soul level 52. Getting pretty far in the game. Not too much left to do. I think in the next video we'll go ahead and take on World 2-2 for a climactic battle with one of the hardest bosses in the game. Should be a piece of cake for the power of the Moonlight Sword, but you'll have to tune in next time to find out. This is QuadKiter, and I'll see you next time.